menopause. Some of them are for the better, probably.
Well, we'll get to that. And I think you bring up a good point. I don't want to sound like we're pathologizing any of this. This is absolutely normal, natural transition through life. Culture has pathologized it and made it, I think your word was atypical. Just being a woman is considered atypical because we're not male. But this is absolutely natural and normal. We're just trying to understand it better. So 80% of people going through menopause will experience some kind of symptoms as a result of the transition. What are some of those symptoms?
Oh, this is such a good question. And the more you dive into that, the more you realize we don't know. So remember I said 3% of studies are in females looking at the brain or psychiatry. For menopause specifically, it's 0.5%. So it's really, really short, small numbers we're talking about. But in terms of menopausal symptoms, people will talk about, there's one particular scale that's used a lot, and they talk about 11 symptoms. When you look, there's actually somewhere between 30 and 60 symptoms of menopause, including, which I had, itchy skin. I don't know if any of you have gone through menopause and had itchy skin.
Same. I'm itchy right now, Lisa.
I'm so sorry.
Right? I'm on antihistamines, like it's a situation.
It's
serious.
I'd be like, what the heck? I actually said something else than heck, but and I thought it's not. This can't be. But again, remember those estrogen and progesterone receptors are everywhere, including in your skin, including in your eye. So unfortunately, it's not very well studied, right? If our scale is actually using these 11 symptoms, but there's actually 60-ish, even if there's double, 22, we don't know enough about them because we're not looking at them. But the big two.
Give us.
Hit
it. It's a hit list. Let's go.
And there's a large variation. So yes, 80% of us will experience menopausal symptoms. Some people sail through, right? That's that heterogeneity, that beautiful heterogeneity, that one size doesn't fit all. Vasomotor symptoms, hot flashes or flushes, depending on if you're British or not, and night sweats. From my own, you can have them together. A lot of people have them together. Or in my example, I just have night sweats. I have those beautiful damp sheets every night. So those are the sort of the big ones. The other one would be mood swings. So mood changes quite a bit.
Rage. Sorry, that was my inside voice.
Rage is a good one. I'm going to say some words that you might be uncomfortable with, like vaginal dryness is another one, but you can also have vaginal wetness. Your periods can also, so when I was going through it, I was like, oh no, I'm fine. I'm not dry. It turns out, no, that's another symptom. Sorry, I know I'm crass. And as well, your periods, often people talk about irregular periods, your periods are getting irregular, but no, for some people, they get more regular. So also kind of an interesting.
For some heavy.
Some are
I
very
think they call
heavy.
them gushers.
Yes.
Sorry.
I thought I was
We're all
lying.
friends here.
Yeah, I thought it was lying.
I've had a lot of
Yeah.
people in my life, and they thought that they were dying.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, same. Yeah, so they're quite variable, but I would say that those are probably the main ones. I'm looking at someone over there named Dr. Laura Gravelsons, and we just wrote a beautiful review about all of this, so you can talk to her at the break.
And do we see an increased prevalence of something like anxiety or depression?
Yeah,
in menopause?
so mood disorders, so irritability, like you said, but absolutely depression, anxiety, particularly during that perimenopausal stage. And I will say, menopause, and Shirley Weir first said this to me, and she runs something called Menopause Chicks. Menopause is 1 day. So menopause is defined 12 months after your last menstrual period. But that perimenopausal stage lasts anywhere from 2 to even 14 years I've seen. And then the other thing that's really interesting is people assume that menopause symptoms, like those vasomotor symptoms, stop at menopause, like that 1 day. Do they stop? No, they don't.